This week in the Protestant church, the following passage from Numbers shows up. I read them every week. It's remarkable how often where my mind is and their minds overlap. It's a story of the children of Israel wandering through the desert. Just in case you need an audiovisual reference or an visual, that left-hand panel of that window is all about Moses and Aaron. So if you need to look at Moses, there Moses is. So God said to Moses, "Gather 70 elders whom you have known and bring them to the tent." And so Moses went out and gathered 70 elders and placed them all around the tent. And then God came down in a cloud and took some of the spirit that he had placed on Moses and put it on the 70 elders. In essence, he's asking them to share in the power. And when the Spirit rested upon them, they prophesied, they were possessed and spoke. Now, 2 other men were outside the tent in the camp. One was named Eldad and the other was named Medad. And the Spirit rested upon them as well. So they were prophesying while the others inside were prophesying too, but they were not part of the original 70. You need to know that. And the young man saw them out there in the yard, the camp, and told Moses, "Eldad and Medad are prophesying in the camp." He's a little tattletale, isn't he? And Joshua, the assistant to Moses, said, "Moses, you should stop them." But Moses said to Joshua, "Are you jealous for my sake? Would that all God's people were prophets." There's my message this morning, champions and friends. Would to God that all of you were prophets. But let me get there to show you why and how that can be true. This is the last of 3 sermons I'm giving that review the essential actions that make a liberal church, a place devoted to liberating minds, growing souls, and changing the world. I've said that when we truly liberate our minds, it's a Pentecostal moment. We are filled with that spirit you just heard about, a spirit of understanding and knowledge, a kind that makes us vigorous and excited, not merely contemplative. It should enliven you. And that when you grow your soul and you become a different person, that it gives you a sense of wholeness and fullness, that gives you that soulful character that people admire in others. Authenticity. You're a mensch. You're a real person. You're not just pretending. And now I want to talk about changing the world, which is in some respects the end product of liberal religion, and to call that a revolutionary liberalism. Let's figure out why these are all connected together. Why do we free our minds in the first place? Why bother to grow our souls? Most people don't, and most people are not at all unhappy about that. Why? Because we have a hunger, all of us, if we really think about it, a hunger to make our lives matter. My colleague and friend, someone who has preached in this church, Forest Church, died this past week after a 3-year struggle with esophageal cancer. We were acquainted, he and I. He had a number of gifts, among them to pull things into small phrases that tell. And he said at one point that we should all live in a way that your life is worth dying for. That's a great phrase. How many people reach the end of their lives with moments of regret or anxiety or fear or sorrow that they didn't do more with what they had? You know, there was a bumper sticker around for a few years, a truly hideous bumper sticker, so if you had it on your car, I apologize, but I'm scolding you anyway. The bumper sticker said, "Whoever dies with the most toys wins." That's a lie. Because when you die with the most toys, all that's left of your life are toys. When you really think about your life, you want to end your life having spent it, not just lived it, having given it, not just lost it. And the way to have a life that matters is to have a mind that's free and a soul that's deep. And I tell you that when you do that, you live in such a way that it changes not just you, but others around you. That when you live a spiritual life, it isn't thinking deep thoughts or having beatific visions or even feeling serenity. It is being completely alive. to all of you, the sorrow as well as the joy.